inspirations, spotlighting gospel sensation. Motivation and inspiration for your eternal destination. Let's talk about it. It's a Mary W. Robinson show.
Welcome to the broadcast. I'm Larry W. Robinson, and this is really like a pop-up show because I got the one and only Shawn McLemore with us today.
What's up, What's up, Larry, man?
It's good? All good. It's all good, man. Thank you so very much for being a guest on the broadcast today. And listen, I just have one rule today. It's Friday.
Yeah,
I just want to have fun on this fun Friday. So
yeah,
is that good?
It's wonderful. It's Turn Up Friday, man. I mean, come on. In spite of all that's going on, we still live. So
exactly.
It's no doubt. I'm with it, man. Appreciate you having me on, Larry.
All right. Well, good deal. Well, I'm excited. I'm a church boy. I've been in church all my life. So, of course, I love good old hand clapping, foot stomping, music on a Sunday morning in church. Now, of course, right. So, of course, now we're more praise and worship, and I'm a praise and worship leader, so I understand that aspect of it too. But a lot of times we into the, I don't want to just say CCM, but if truth be told, we have a lot of CCM music in churches today, and so we're missing that good old hand clapping, foot stomping music. And so I'm so excited about this new single that you have. But before we get into all of that,
all right,
just tell me, who is Shawn McLemore? How you get the pipes? Why you get them and I didn't?
Come on, man. It's just something that I guess, we get, God bless you with certain gifts, man. And you just, once you realize that it's a gift and it's not just a talent, you start clinging. I started clinging more into embellishing that gift. You know what I'm saying? And so, I had stages. I had stages of life. I had stages of when I was playing drums, had stages when I was acting, had stages when I was singing, and then the stage that I'm in now, in the, in these stages. So, I'm just learning how to, it's a lot of things that I've learned growing up. As you grow, you learn. And so, I just learned that I wanted to get back to my authentic self. You know what I'm saying? The places that made me happy, the places that really made me, to the point to where I love to do, because we could be praise and worship leaders and don't want to go to church and do praise and worship.
Come on. Or we can be praise and worship leaders and only do praise and worship in church. Let's talk about that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's true. Wow. And so, so it's something that, once you find out what your real purpose is, then, you have no excuse. You have no more excuses. It's time to go to work and do what you do. But, man, grew up in Los Angeles, California, graduated.
Really? You're not originally from Houston?
No, not originally from Houston.
Shut your mouth. Okay.
Grew up in Los Angeles, graduated from Crenshaw High, and, did most of my singing and acting and everything out there with plays and movies and stuff. And then
what are some of the plays that you were in that we would know today?
Well, I've done probably about 12 of them, but all of them were Michael Matthews productions. So that's back in the day. So that was Mama, I'm Sorry, Mama Don't, Sneaky. Then I played a lot in Jacardius Johnson's shows growing up, and so those shows. And then I got into film. I was in the movie Colors. And that was really? It was in the movie Colors, the movie Wildcats with Goldie Hawn and Wesley Snipes. Then I started doing commercials, and so all of those things.
Like singing jingles in commercials, or in the commercials themselves?
Well, I was in the commercial, but the last two I did was jingles. But it wasn't just me doing the jingle. It was and it's still on YouTube to this day. I was the other day. It's called Making Music. It was a McDonald's commercial. And so, called Making Music. And so I was on there, one of the, actors in that. So, just phases of that life, doing things like that. I still do a lot of acting and these churches around here, they may have a big play going on at that church and ask me to come and be a part of it, and I do it because it's fun. I love acting. So, just doing this and getting this Sunday morning record, rolling, man. It's been a long time coming. 7 years, man. seven
Wow.
years, Larry. And
When I went to download the single,
mhm.
I saw another Sunday morning. So is this like a remix
Yeah,
or
it's a
what's the difference?
remix.
Okay.
It's a remix, and when you hear it, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's a hot churchy song, and it don't
Gotcha.
let up. And
Gotcha.
so, yeah, but every time I see you on live or see you, period, I'm like, man, I remember this guy pulling me and Rhonda over,
Right.
like the police in the mall at the Stella Awards, and had us to sing, and I appreciate it. It was good for now,
But you know
because
what? Let me say this. I appreciate you guys because, like I said, I grew up in
uh-oh.
church. Gospel music is really all I know. Of course, as I got older, I started listening to some, other kind of music. But for the most part, I grew up on gospel. And
Hmm.
so, like, you guys were just gospel artists are just amazing to me. So back then, when I first started going to the Stellas before the media room, before you
Right.
were graced with that privilege, I would stop artists
Yeah,
wearing
you
my
was
song and
you was
ask them,
bold with it.
yeah. And then that time, to be honest, Sean, I only had one artist that was
Wow.
just stank nasty to me. And
Wow.
so, but for the most part, everybody good. And I vowed that for that artist that I would never, because I was programming, I still program stations, but I was programming quite a bit of stations at that time. I
Oh
said, I'm
wow.
not playing that artist's music on no station that I program. But you guys, I saw Ron the first,
Right.
and so I asked Rhonda. So she said, "Well, Sean is in here." I said, "What?" So we got you, and you did it. And so I was just elated
Thanks,
that y'all
man.
would take time, in
Yeah,
the
man.
mall, people
Yeah,
walking by,
man. Yeah, it was
singing.
all it was all good. It was all good. I
Uh,
appreciate that. Yeah, so yeah, man, I'm just hyped about this single that's out, the video that's out Sunday morning. Ain't nothing like having church on a Sunday morning. It's all over your digital outlets. Y'all can download it and support it. It's just, in this season, I'm so ready to get back to church, man, and the atmosphere of people when things die down. But that's just where it is right now. Just giving people church where they are, meeting them where they are. So I'm very excited about that, man. Very excited about it.
so now we're going to talk about the song Sunday Morning again in just a few minutes. But I got this question for you. So
Hmm.
we're in the midst of quote unquote a pandemic,
Hmm.
coronavirus or COVID-19.
Hmm.
But I don't know about you, Sean. On Sunday, I still have church.
I do
I
too.
still have Sunday morning.
I
So
do
I
too.
just, if you don't mind, and I know this is on a Friday, but it's still Fun Friday. I just want to know,
Mhm.
if you don't mind, what songs do you sing to bring church in your house on a Sunday? Sing a song that never fails. You just, if you want to experience church right where you are, whether it's on a Sunday or on a Friday, what song is that?
What song is that? Well, being a praise and worship leader, you know how that goes. It's like you have many, you know, in the vibe that's set, But the song that's really been on my heart that I've been singing lately has been "Ain't No Need to Worry
Oh, yes.
What Tomorrow's Gonna Bring." Oh yes, it'll be all over in the morning. In the morning, morning, it'll be all over in the morning. That's been I get up singing that, go to bed singing that, man,
And
because
why is that song important to you in this season?
it's the season where you have to remind yourself that not just word through the word of God, but word through song that you sing all the time can help you through times like this when you're secluded and when your all of your options are taken away right now, the movies, the restaurants, all of the above are taken away. What do, in a moment like this? That's why I say you have to go back and grab those authentic things that kept you moving on. That's just like, I don't care where you go or what you have, you got to keep a hymn in your back pocket. if you're a singer. You just have
Now
to,
listen,
you know.
listen, Sean. Speaking
Yeah.
of keeping the hymn in your back pocket, I need you to pull out a hymn. What's
Yeah.
that hymn that you would sing on the Sunday
Oh
morning or
man.
even on the Friday that will put you in church mood?
The
Matter of fact, I'm
hymn.
gonna give you the whole screen. I want you to sing a hymn and let the Lord use you, Sean. Don't disappoint.
No, I mean that's song. This song I've been singing as well. You be putting me on the spot. That's what Larry does, though. He puts you on the spot. Um, I heard an old story how a Savior came from glory, how he gave his life at Calvary to save a wretch like me. I heard about his groaning, his precious blood atoning, and I repented of my sins and won the victory. That's why there is victory in Jesus, my Savior forever. He sought me and brought me with his redeeming blood. He loved me ere I knew him, and all my love is due him. And he plunged me to victory beneath a cleansing flood. That's my
What does
hymn.
that song mean to you, man? What does that mean to you?
That song is like it sums it up. Is victory in Jesus. He went all the way to the cross. He was so willing to die for us till he became unrecognizable for us. You know what I mean? His father didn't even know who he was. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so he went all the way to the cross just so he could die and give his life and his sins for us. And after he did, he took on everybody's sin in the world. And like I say, you didn't even know who he was. You know, that's why he said, Father, why have thou forsaken me? Because I don't know who you are right now. I don't know who you are. You look like a whole nother person. You know, I don't know you. I need to walk away and let you do what you do. You know, but when you recognize when you have somebody that's doing something like that, and then at the end of the day, they give their life so you can have victory.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, you know, they go into agony of defeat so you can have victory, you
Got
know.
it.
But he's never defeated because on third day he right back again.
Come on, sir.
So yeah, that's what that song means a lot to me, man. You know, and it's not a very familiar hymn that people would normally just sing. You know what I'm saying? You probably won't hear that a lot more. No, you know, you'll hear I need thee, oh, I need thee, stuff
Yeah.
like that. You know, familiar hymns like that, but you know, it's more to it than just that. So that's what that means to me.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
Talking with Shawn McLemore. Sean's current single, if you don't
Hmm.
have it, download it today. It's titled Sunday Morning. It's
Right.
available at all the digital download stations. But I would encourage you
Yes.
to check out the video. Is the video on YouTube yet? How can we see the
Yes.
video in
The
our churches?
videos, yeah, it's on YouTube.
Okay, so go on over to YouTube and just simply type in Shawn McLemore and then put Sunday Morning and play it loud, get your church on, and be blessed by that particular song. Shawn
Right.
McLemore, Sunday Morning. Matter of fact, we'll put this here so that folk can see what they're looking for. When they get it, there it is.
Yeah.
Shawn McLemore, Sunday Morning. Now, Sean, I got another question for you, sir.
Yeah,
We're
man.
in
Appreciate
this good old coronavirus, COVID
it.
19,
Sick of him or
and
her, whoever she is.
right,
For
and
real.
we's at home.
Yeah,
And I don't
man.
know about you, Sean, but I've been home over here baking and cooking and getting thick. I want to
Yeah.
know: have
Uh-huh.
you been in that kitchen cooking, Sean?
Man, I have. You know, I have. I've been in there doing it. I mean, it's this. I love to do it. It's a peace of mind for me. I love cooking. You know, so you know, I'll cook. You know, I have a friend of mine to smoke me some. I take seafood to his barbecue shack, and he'll smoke me some salmon and some shrimp and
Come
some
on,
lobster tails, and come back home make some asparagus, man, and little stuff to go with it, and just enjoy meals. You know what I'm saying? You know, the healthy way. I'm trying to keep my weight right and stuff is still working. I'm staying on it. So
Now,
it's really
obviously,
good.
I wasn't gonna say, but since you brought it up, I was like, "Come on, look, Shawn getting slim and trim over there." So, what do you mind telling us what you've been doing
No,
to kind of stay that way?
not at all, man. Just being consistent is the thing, and being consistent in times like these, or you'll find yourself in a place where it's like, man, I don't have nothing to do but eat. You can eat, but
Mm-hmm.
eat right. You know what I'm saying? Eat right. And don't do a whole lot of crazy eating because you'll blow up faster than you let it go. That's just kind of what it is. But doing the gym and things like that, that's kind of barred a little bit in areas. But there's nothing wrong with getting out walking. Taking a walk. Even in places that have not barred the swimming pools, you can go get in the swimming pool and do some swimming laps or walk the pool. They were saying on CNN that COVID doesn't affect water. You know what I'm saying? So, you can get in there and do your exercise, get out and get in the house, as long as you're not on top of people, and all that kind of
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's a journey. It didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen overnight. I got tired of the doctors telling me what they wanted for my life. And so I'm like, nah, I'm gonna have to correct that because
Mhm.
I know what I want for mine. So it's been cool. I've been enjoying the journey. I'm staying true to it. So, and you could do the same thing. Everybody that's watching, do the same thing.
All right.
Yeah,
Talking with
man.
Shawn McLemore. His current single is titled Sunday Morning. It's
Sunday
available
morning.
at all digital download stations. And the video is actually on YouTube. Just go
Hmm.
search Sunday Morning in
That's right.
YouTube and you can hear. Now, Shawn,
Yes, Larry.
I just want to hear you sing a little bit
We
on
want to be
Sunday
singing. I
morning.
done sung 2 songs
Just a little, just 30 seconds of Sunday morning.
of Sunday morning.
Entice people to go and download that today.
Um, so the verses woke up Sunday morning.
Yeah.
I had my mind on Jesus. Yeah. Couldn't wait to get to the temple. I had a shout in my spirit. Yeah. I entered into his gates with thanksgiving and into his courts with praise. Yeah. It ain't nothing like having church on Sunday. On Sunday morning. You gotta go get it. Go
All right.
get
Go
that.
get it
Let's
from
go, church.
all digital download stations. Now, I did that on purpose, Shawn, because
Cool.
I just saw how you lit up when it was time to sing. It's like
That's
you
right.
got passion. Seriously, it's like you got passion. Like this is something that you were called to do.
Wow.
What advice do you have for others that they believe that they have a gift, but of course they don't know really how to take that gift to bring it to fruition, and then of course take it to the masses.
Right.
But just what advice do you have for somebody that have a gift but just don't know how to take that gift to the masses, and then of course their frustration in trying to get it to people is causing them to sometimes retreat and not even operate in the gift.
Right. Well, first of all, you can't let other people you can't let other people detour the purpose of your heart of your gift.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Because you could look at other people like, man, I want to be like that, but I don't have it. Well, you're not supposed to have that. You're supposed to have what's for you. You know what I'm saying? And you
mm,
embellish that gift. And it's no better time now than to, God has us in a place where He's forcing us to be true to ourselves. You know what
mm,
I'm saying?
mm.
Because He's what we have right now. You're gonna get tired of eating a whole lot. You're gonna get tired of watching Netflix, and then God gonna be creeping around your front door, and you're gonna have to pay attention to Him. You're gonna have to.
Right.
And so it's like it brings you to a place of truth of, man, am I really called to do this? Am I really, can I really be an art? Because it's more than just being able to sing if you're trying to get out there. You know what I'm saying? You have a lot of people that, and I hate using this word, that you're competing against. You have
Mm,
music that you're competing against. And it's so true. I mean, you have some, and I'm keeping it real now. You have it and transparent. You have the same people all the time doing the same things,
mm.
getting the same awards every time. You know what I'm saying? And so, but it's more than those six, those seven. that
Hmm.
we know of. You know what I'm saying? And so you can't stop there. You know, you have to say, okay, there's room for me too. But you have to take it in real consideration that, okay, is my gift really strong or should I wait and really work on it? You know what I'm saying? Because you have people who who can't even do the job, who can't really sing, and they have all their business together, have the money to go in the studio, have the money to pay the producer, the musicians, and everybody. But that's not what they're supposed to do. But you have people who you know is what you're supposed to do don't have none of that together.
Wait,
Can't
wait,
can't
wait. Say that again, because I
because
think
you
you're trying to go missing. You got people that got money trying to
uh-huh.
get into something that they're not even called to do,
Come on,
but then
that's all
you
I'm
have
saying.
people that have a gift that won't walk in their calling.
Wow. No better way to say it. I mean, that have the money to pay the band, money to pay the producer,
Wow.
but they're not equipped to do the job because
Wow.
they wasn't blessed for that, you know, to do that. You may be an usher, you know, dude, be an usher, sing up on the waterfall, you know,
Wow.
just do you. But you have people who's able, vocally great, you know, and even anointed, but don't have the money to pay musicians, don't have money to pay this, don't have the money to do that, and the business is super shabby. So that's what I'm saying. Taking this time to recalibrate everything that you've been dealing with from being super successful, or taking your success and taking it to another level. You know, I got this thing that I say now is I'm trying to recreate my recreation. You know
Ooh.
what I'm saying? And so
Wow.
it's like the things that used to, you know, that I used to do that was great for me. That's kind of what I am. I'm trying to recreate my recreation. So everything now is fun and it's no headaches, no stress. You know what I'm saying? So
Gotcha. Yeah.
yeah, man.
Even in this season, I've been I forgot who I was talking to, but I was telling them that I had
Hold
bought
on.
courses um years ago of stuff that I wanted to study,
Hmm.
and just been so busy, man, and never
Yeah.
got a chance to get around to doing it. And then it's like God said, "Okay, I'm about
Got
to
a
hook you
chance.
up." So
Right.
now, it's that time. So I've actually been taking. I mean, I literally spent thousands of dollars on courses, so I get to go back now and actually study the stuff that I purchased. I've got DVDs and stuff
That's
that I've
good.
bought that I never watched to learn different things. So
That's
how
good.
important is it for people not to let this time, man? It's
Man,
almost like redeem the time. Don't waste this time. Like a lot of people do. I said I'm over here cooking and baking, which is true, but I'm also studying and investing in myself as well. How can we not waste this time, especially the money that we're getting during this time?
yeah, I mean uh being conscious of the time. You
Hmm.
know, time don't wait on nobody. You know what I'm saying? First of all, before you know it, stuff will be open and it's back to normal again, you know, and you still where you were when it first started.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? This is you know, this is a time where people can take advantage of, like I say, you know, of the gift that you have, or even whatever it is, even if it's in working in a corporate America, you know, all of that, you know, because things are going to change. The
Hmm.
dynamics, the way people do things are going to change because they figure out a way how to survive. And when you
Hmm.
figure out a way how to survive from the normal way, then there's another something that God just added to your survival kit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we have to take advantage of it. You have to take advantage of it. We can't sit around and listen to the news all day and all of that stuff. You know, it's just, you know, it is what it is. You know, we can't let what we hear shape our belief. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You gotta be able to grab a hold to say first to yourself, what am I here for? What is this teaching me? What is it? You have to ask yourself questions. You know, you have to ask yourself questions. You know, some people walk around, I've done it like, Lord, what is going on? That's a question. You know what I'm saying? That he's like, you opening the door. Well, this is what's going on. And this is what's going on for you. And this is what's not going on for you. You know, and all of that. So, you know, where I'm loving to be at home now. Because when I walk back through my doors, I already know I'm getting ready to meet God, and He's gonna be showing me some stuff and teaching me some stuff and doing some things with me that I'm loving the relationship now. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'm loving the relationship. It's like I'm dating him and I'm loving the relationship because he's teaching me so many things. It's like, man, I've been writing like crazy. I'm going to the studio Monday. I'm like almost working on my second record right now just because this is the time that he's saying, okay, get it done. The second
Mhm.
record, it's going to be called Spiritual Jukebox. I already got concept
I
for it.
like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, he's already, you can take your quarter and put in two neo soul songs if you want to hear it.
Come
You
on,
can
come
you can put in two praise and worship tunes, a worship tune.
on. Mhm.
You can put in a choir tune. You can put in a CCM tune. Just whatever you feel like your jukebox is wanting to do for that day. You're gonna get that. So that's the concept that he's giving me. He's showing me so much stuff though, Larry. Man, it's crazy, but I know where it's coming from because he don't even want talking to me right now.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I can hear his voice, man.
Yeah, I've
Definitely.
been telling people in this season really to be still and know God.
Yeah,
A
man.
lot of
Wow.
times, man, we get so busy. The
Yeah.
clients calling, family calling, uh,
Hmm.
your boo call, everybody calling, cheering
Yeah,
calling,
man.
and you
Yeah.
just get cluttered with so many voices. But
Yeah.
this is the time, really, just to be still and to know God. And really, I can see that for you, like God in this season is really speaking and talking to people and giving them. Listen, He's giving them instructions and strategies to advance their life to the next level. And so
Wow.
many people are so busy, even in
They're
this quiet time
missing it.
they're supposed to be, they're missing it. They are
Missing it, man.
missing it. They are missing it.
Missing it.
And
Yeah.
because you know what? I believe that God is still speaking in the still small voice.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you have, like you said, you have to be still and you have to know his voice, know when he's speaking, and
Mm,
know when it is. That's like, out that analogy, the small voice, still small voice, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's not always rah 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 praise and
mm,
worship, but sometimes it could be God is speaking in a still small voice. You know what I'm saying? And let all the earth be silent. You know what I mean? So
mm,
it's like that type of thing. But man, I just wish people my prayers for people to get it,
mm, mm,
when it's there and recognize it and
mm.
do something about it, recognizing it and just letting it be around it is a whole nother situation. But you have to want it, and when you want it like that, is you're gonna recognize it. You definitely gonna recognize it. So it's just encouraging people to take this time and make it useful, make plans, do things, create things, make your plans so big till you have to include them in it. You have to have them around, you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So all that good stuff. Yeah, man.
That's good. Shawn McLemore, the CD, or
Yo.
the current single is titled Sunday Morning.
Right.
It's available now at all digital download stations, as well as, I love the video. Go check out the video on YouTube. Just simply type Shawn McLemore and then put Sunday Morning, and it'll pop right up. As always, Shawn, it is a pleasure to get to talk to you. Tell Rhonda and
Likewise,
everybody else
man.
I said, hey.
Likewise, man. Thanks for having me, Larry, man.
All
I
right, hey man,
appreciate it.
any final thoughts and comments you want to leave with us today, my friend?
Man, just praying for this nation, you know what I'm saying, and making sure that everybody is paying attention to what's going on, and don't get out there too fast because somebody say open your doors are open. You want to
Come
make
on, talk
sure
about
what
that.
you walking into, so you know
Use wisdom in this season.
yeah, man, stay out of as much as you can, be careful going into mall mart because that's what
Come
it
on.
is.
Hey,
Mall.
it just pop. I don't want to forget. I don't know if you're ready to release it or even share about it yet, but I heard a song
What
featuring
is
Shawn, Rhonda McLemore, Eric, and Nick, Keita.
Nikita?
Come
Yeah,
on. When can we
yeah,
hear more
man.
about that?
Well, that'll be happening. I'm really sharing that with the internet and people who are on my social media. Where
Got
I'm getting ready to do like a Zoom video because Eric is in Los Angeles, so I'm gonna
yeah.
do something
Nice.
kind of special that we never, try to make it happen, do the track and let us sing our parts and just have some fun.
You know what?
So working on it.
I love how creative the artists are being in this season.
Yeah, I'm watching that.
Did you see that? I saw the first one I saw actually was when I watched Lakewood's Church. They did Praise and Worship Sunday, and in the midst of it, they had Tasha Cobbs. I don't know if she was at a house in the studio or something.
Probably.
But she was in the house or in the studio singing "I'm Getting Ready to See" that song, and she was leading it in the studio, and then of course they put it on the big screens, and then they were singing it live in the worship service.
See,
I was like,
that's dope. That's what's up.
That, we did Kiara, and Tasha, Kiara, and all them. They did her something is about to happen. I think is the name of that. And then of course Kirk Franklin redid "Smile."
I saw that. That was dope.
I'm just loving how I can't wait to see what you and Eric and Rhonda and Nikita. I can't wait. I'm just we might need to talk about it when it's ready.
For sure, man. We'd love to do that. Yeah, I'm enjoying everybody's journey watching the real artistry come out. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. And it kind of keeps you on your toes. It keeps you ready for what's next. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, God is speaking to a lot of people, to the artists, and things like that. So, Tasha Cobbs, them, they good. That's what churches are doing. They fattening up their cash apps and have them come on in straight up.
I just thought that was so cool. I was like, okay, come on, Tasha, you put a sing on today.
Yeah, man.
All right. Shawn McLemore, the single is titled Sunday Morning.
Yeah.
It's available at all digital download stations. And then head on over to YouTube and check out his current single, the video. The guy that introduced you. Who was that?
That was a good friend of mine's, Pastor Darren Payne. He introduced the video and the single, and the album will be released in October, the whole album. And good choir stuff. So he produced, he opened up, and then my guy who produced the record, Nick Johnson, produced the record in a single. That's Jabari Johnson's brother.
Oh, gotcha.
So he did a great.
Mr. Executive Producer Carey himself.
Yeah, man, Black Smoke, man. He's God is doing some things with him. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be fooling with Gary. You know that. Straight up. That's my boy though. So, and he's blessing. Yeah,
He's bold and tenacious, and that's what
he's a dog, man. And he knows his role. I thank God for him. He was inducted into the Stella Award Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? And so just giving me a shot, man. He loves Sunday morning. And when he get behind something like that, you bound to see me on Billboard somewhere.
I love it.
So, but y'all go and download it, get it, support it. It's a good, hot, churchy song. Do it at your church. You know what I'm saying? And so thank you for this time, Larry, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Bless you, sir. Anytime. I can't wait to see the new video that's coming on the new song.
Man. Yeah, that's going to be special.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
That's going to be special. So we're making that happen quick. Yep.
Bless you, sir. Sunday Morning from Shawn McLemore. It's available. Download it today and then go on over to YouTube and watch the video. Shawn McLemore, it's always a pleasure, sir, to have you on the broadcast. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
All right. Bless you.
Inspirations, spotlighting gospel sensations. Motivation and inspiration for your eternal destination.